So we're back, second half. Oh. Nathan Cody has just been floored.
Yeah, didn't see that. I didn't see that Arsene Wenger style. Didn't see it as in. I was just checking the sound on my phone before we get going. So
Yeah,
there we go. Sound loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Am I loud and clear? Could you just get that on again?
Let's get this on again.
We'll just test the acoustics.
Come on.
There's a bit of delay, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard you mention acoustics.
Is that me?
Just speak now.
Okay, okay, we're back, and players started. We've just had a sausage roll at half time and a cup of coffee, delightfully served up by the team at Castletown. Okay.
Yeah, all good.
Excellent. Right, yeah, we're loud and clear. It's great. So, going to see the viewers coming back, piling in. Hope you got some refreshments, maybe.
Yeah, quick turnaround at half time, wasn't it?
It was indeed. But I did wolf down that sausage roll.
Yeah, me too.
Starting to get a little bit cold up here.
Yeah, getting a little bit nippy, but the rain's held off, hasn't it? So can't complain too much. Good tackle by Simon Taylor there.
I think Cardi's going to be your danger man, isn't he? This second half.
Yeah, poor Gavin barking out the orders there. Good to see. Something that seems to have died down a bit in the modern game is just people talking on a football pitch. It's if you think back to 15, 20 years ago, your captain was usually the biggest talker, and there was 5 or 6 of them in your team. Whereas now it's more of a sort of talisman, best player who gets the captain's armband rather than a sort of motivator and talker, etc. It's good to see there's a few of the dying breeds still left.
There's a lot of dying breeds, isn't there? Characters. Are people afraid? Are they
Yes,
afraid to
yeah.
get involved and speak their mind? That is it. For everything, not just football.
Yeah. Because everyone's sort of media trained as well, aren't they? So got to be hyper conscious, and you can say people are just saying the sort of things they've been told to stick to. Was he offside? That's a good call from there, but I'm surprised he'd be that far forward if he was offside. Jacob Preston, he's in a bit of an unfamiliar position today. He's normally regular combi right back, and today first team, a rare start for the first team on the left side of midfield. So he's not looked out of place. That'll be, well, to be honest, the people that made that decision are the people that haven't turned up today. Had a couple of late pullouts. Oh, seems a little harsh, but I think it probably was a foul there. So Kyle Clark pulled out this morning. That's a bad foul, bad foul.
That is a booking. That is a booking, without a doubt. A little bit rash, that.
Yeah, late tackle. I think he knows it as well, but he shouldn't be getting grip around the throat. But obviously that's an after effect of...
It wasn't quite round the throat. It was on the
Yeah. I think it was sort of leaning around the back on the opposite side of the ref just to say, do not do that again. But yeah, it seems... I've not seen... Ryan only joined in the summer. I think he's only 20 years old. He's joined in the summer from Ramsey Youth Centre. So, he showed a bit of promise. He's not played many first-team games, to be honest. He's been combi most of the time. So, he's another one that stepped up today.
Can't really doubt his enthusiasm.
No, I didn't think... I was surprised to see that, to be honest. But, yeah, I wouldn't have been too surprised if a red card was given then. But I think it was... I think the referee could have let him off there. I don't think it was high. I think it was just very late, wasn't it? Yeah, very late. Yeah. And because of the momentum, and obviously the guy he absolutely wiped out as well. It's not a good look, so I wouldn't have been too surprised to see a red card given. I've seen red cards given for a lot less in Manx football.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, we need that.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. We've had a player sent off. In fact, it was Jacob here, number 11, got sent off for swearing at our own players. he says, you know, you need to get effing tighter or something like that. Ref just sent him off. And then, you know, in the same game, the opposition players are saying, "What the F are you doing, ref? That's all right." That's all right.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it is what it is.
I think that there's a lot of pressure put on the referees sometimes, and maybe they're just not able to deal with it.
Yeah. It's not easy. Obviously, you got 22 lads plus the managers, people on the sidelines moaning at you every decision. Very rare you come out of it with any credit, really. I mean, I try, you know, when I've heard that a ref's had a good game, if I'll text into Max Radio, Tony Mepham the score, I'll try and mention the ref's name and say, "Oh, I had a good game." And but yeah, it's not a simple job. Oh, I'm just thinking back to refs through time. You know, I always liked Chris Taggart. Taggy was a good ref. Talk away to you. Johnny Gartland, excellent ref. I used to love John. You know,
great former players.
Yeah, two excellent former players. So, and you know, there's obviously certain people still refereeing that have been refereeing on the Isle of Man for a very, very long time, which is commendable. But if there's not the pathway coming through of referees, then they're going to keep going, aren't they? They're going to keep asked to referee these games. So fair play that they carry on and help out the local game, because without them, with no game.
It's essential, and again, I've gone on about this before. I think.
Oh, well done by Simon Taylor. Yeah, I think Will Gavin came a bit too early there, and he probably thought he should have stayed up back on his line a bit. Can Dan Robson break here? Andrew Dosser, 42-year-old combi defender, breaking down the wing. Robson keeps going. Yeah, he can get a little bit frustrated, Robson, at times, and kicks out and gets silly yellow cards, and he's very passionate. But it's, you know, a lot of silly, pointless yellow cards and fouls when he could just. But you know, certain players are like that, aren't they?
Charlie is there back from university. I think so. He's landed into the club. He must have only just come back.
Is that Charlie Palmer?
Yeah. But he goes to Lancaster University.
Oh yes.
Which apparently is like the kingdom of dullness.
The king. Well, we've passed through Lancaster because we went away a few weeks ago. So we went away on tour, and it was obviously our luck that it was the weekend with all the storms. So we made the executive decision to go on the Friday night to Heysham instead. Travelled down to Liverpool on the Saturday. Our trains got cancelled because of the weather, and then we ended up coming back via Heysham instead of Liverpool on the Monday instead of the Sunday.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we had a little pass through Lancaster on the way back.
There's not much going on, is there?
We went away 2018, I think it was. Went to Newcastle for a couple of nights, and we had a night in Lancaster on the way back, just so it was near the boat and everyone's not travelling 3 hours hanging. And it's a little city. You know, there was one pub that we liked, the Crafty Scholar, but that was about all I remember from there. But yeah, we went back in Lancaster again a few weeks ago. Well, on the way through, because we travelled to Lancaster to get to Liverpool, and in the famous Weatherspoons in there. So yeah.
Tony Egan wants to join you on video. I don't understand what.
I think it'll just pop his face up in the video, but I don't know. But why?
Tony Egan, are you fully clothed? How does that work? I don't know. But Ash Egan has been dominated.
Maybe he's just clicked the wrong button, and he's just gone to join, and he didn't realise it was join the call. And
Charlie looking for options there. Links up beautifully.
Good turn there, Simon Taylor. Good block again. Good game, Simon Taylor. Lewis Coltrose stepped out into midfield here. Robson needs to get the ball under. Preston pushing on again. Toss up for the header.
Douglas is still creating something.
Yeah, as I say, I'm I'm really crediting these lads. We've turned up with 12 men today. We've had two pull-outs from this squad this morning.
Yeah.
So this morning, Jacob Preston was in the combi squad, and Joe Lewis, who's number 4, was on the bench.
Yeah.
And aside from that, we've got no Sean Jones, Richard Radcliffe, Ben Hall. There'll be other players I'm thinking of as well.
Charlie Farmer on the attack.
Did enough there, Gavin. Superb. Did enough. Good work there. Good. Gavin got enough of a hand on it to push it away from danger, and Gavin acrobatically diving through the air, as in Paul Gavin. And there you can see why Jacob normally plays combi.
Rob here to just take the throw. Harry Hinks, Luca. He's just gained a bit of confidence now with the ball and he's running the...
Excellent there. Got him too easy though, Ryan Gilbert. He might be a little bit scared because he got that yellow card earlier. Maybe he doesn't want to... or maybe it's unsettled him slightly. He's only a young lad, playing away first team at Castletown, live on stream with totally. Ged's Power Tower.
Why did he move from Ramsey?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. It's just one of the players we picked up in the summer. He's the kind of player we want more of. We've got quite a few players that have been with the club.
I did hit the wrong button.
There we go. Not a problem, Tony. So, 20-year-old lad, if he stays and, gets into the club, he could be playing for the club for a long time. And that's what we want. We want people that will stick around and buy into the club and want to help us move forward.
Now, you won't have seen it on the camera, but there's quite a large buzzard flying around in the field, just the other side of the road there.
All right.
I'm not a big fan of buzzards.
No?
I prefer the peregrine falcon.
Kes.
Yeah, a kestrel, sparrowhawk, but the buzzard, really, I don't think they're that high in the pecking order.
Is Lewis going to dive in here? Well done by Gavin. Good save again. Needs to get back to his line out. Good. Did he get the ball there? Couldn't tell. I'd say by the reaction of the D&D players that maybe he did get the ball.
I think you're right.
I thought I don't know if he sort of followed through and caught the player's ankle, which led to him sort of going down. So.
Yeah. That was quite rhythmical, wasn't it? Get him in the book, then. Oh, yeah.
It's like a chant. Yeah, don't get him in the book, please. It's hard enough getting anything out of these players, let alone yellow cards.
By the way, we've got man of the match for the Castletown players.
Does it always go to a Castletown player? I mean, we do man of the match internally, and we always give it to our own players. So.
Yeah, and it's sponsored by, I think, is it the Look In? Is it the Chinese?
Oh, Paul Gavin did enough there. Oh dear. My van's a bit further down there, not right in the fire line, so I'm all right. Oh, Will Gavin just got Meg there on camera.
You could travel business with that vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget, if you are looking for any top quality Christmas transport, if you need to get home from your society functions, works, dues and what have you, you can call Power Wheels. I've used your
services in the past, Ged, and I can highly recommend them.
Oh, we're non-stop. The wheels are turning continually. Busy night tonight.
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, busy night for me, but busy night for you working.
If you really want some fun, that Douglas taxi rank is hilarious.
Ah.
You know what I mean? It's like a snapshot of society.
Yes.
It changes through the evening. When you get to 1 o'clock, forget it. It's like a scene from a movie.
Yeah, I think that time might be about right, because my missus got a taxi home last night, and she said it was just before it got really busy. Because sometimes you can turn up and it's just mayhem, isn't it? And you're like, I'm never getting a taxi home.
Oh, yeah.
I find sometimes as well, they try and put you off getting a taxi. So you phone a taxi and it's a busy night and you say, can I have a taxi please? And they go, oh, it's going to be 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
and I go, that's okay. And they go, okay, I'll book it in. And then they turn up 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
It's a tactic of, come on mate, I can't be bothered, just, get to the rank.
It's, what can I say? It's not an exact science, really. The whole thing, the taxi rank, apps,
Yeah.
Uber, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad laugh, really.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I can imagine most of the time it's good. You get the odd idiot, but it's yeah. Oh, he's battling away at the back there.
They're controlling it, aren't they?
Yeah.
The defence are relentless in the effort. There's no question about that.
Yeah, it's.
Palmer, beautiful cross.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Good defensive header by Paul Gavin then. I mean, he won the header. It's gone out for a corner. It could have nestled in the top corner, scoring past his twin brother, but so we'll take that all day. But yeah, it's looking at that back four for us. Back five, including the goalkeeper. It's probably one of the strongest we've had this season. You know, Paul's a regular, Simon Taylor's a regular, Lewis is a regular, William Gavin's a regular. It's only Ryan at left back that looks he's not looked out of sorts as such, but he's not as experienced as the other guys, and he wouldn't be. I mean, he's obviously growing into his that. Oh, he's not giving a corner for that.
Oh, red card, Andy Robertson.
Oh, for Liverpool. Oh.
Against Fulham.
Oh dear.
I'll give you my prediction. Liverpool aren't going to win the league.
Go on, who do you reckon then?
I think they're going to crumble. I think by January it'll all fall apart. And I actually think Chelsea could be featuring. And Cole Palmer is going to be the most sought after striker.
Yeah, interesting with. Yeah, I think it sounded worse than it was. He just got in front of it. I don't think that was particularly malicious. Yeah, maybe a harsh yellow that. But yeah, I think Chelsea maybe they've got the they're not in the Champions League, so that's a benefit for them in this running because they're basically playing an entirely different team in the Conference League. So maybe, but Liverpool have got some players that have been there and done that in the squad, and there's some people that might be having a last hurrah with Alexander-Arnold and Salah and Van Dijk, and will they want to? But I can't believe how well they've done.
No,
I can see it, but it doesn't look likely right now. But they can't keep continuing like this.
Unlucky.
Yes.
Okay. That is it. That they are unlucky, and I just see that Klopp with all his charisma and what have you, just kept it all going.
Yeah.
They didn't. I mean, they won the COVID. Premier League.
Yeah, the one that doesn't count, of course. Yeah. The 5 substitutes water drink title. Is that the one you're referring to? Yes. Yeah.
So, and they did win. They won the Champions League
against Spurs. So we'll. Yeah, it's like I'm talking to myself here, Ged. I bet anyone who's listening to me knows. I might be saying it a little tongue-in-cheek to my Liverpool supporting friends, but I regularly refer to neither of them as counting. If you beat Spurs in a game, is it really that big of a deal?
I just think that era when it was COVID, nothing stacks up.
No.
And the whole any sort of sporting awards, achievements, trophies,
stricken from the record.
It's just blanks.
Yeah.
When World War II was on.
Yeah. They didn't carry it on, so yeah, there's just a little bit of a gap in the history.
Exactly. And but I do think that this Liverpool bubble is going to burst big time.
Well, let's wait and see. I've been very impressed by Arne Slot so far. Klopp was very outspoken, and anything didn't go his own way, the wind or anything, or referee David Coote didn't like him, totally likable guy. He took umbrage with it, so Arne Slot, I've been super impressed with him so far. Just seems to be about the team rather than him, whereas sometimes with Klopp it seemed to be about him. Oh yeah.
I swear that he would have had like a makeup artist and someone to clothe him and like orchestrate his moves and his interviews.
Dossa lost the ball there.
He diverted you from the team.
Yes, yeah. And I think of certain antics. When they scraped a 1-0 against relegation threatened Everton at home, and he runs on the pitch, and it's like, oh come on. If I was scraping a 1-0 against Everton, I'd be like, be a bit more humble. Yeah. It wasn't like an FA Cup, underdog story, and they scored the last minute winner. Oh dear. Simon Taylor. Where Paul Gavin tried a minute ago to head past Will, Simon has succeeded, but he had to get something on it. He had to get something on it.
Yeah, it looked like a fantastic goal, isn't it?
Yeah. To be fair, if he left it, I think Town would have scored there. So 4-2 to Town. Yeah. So yeah, some tired legs Douglas and District jacket, which I got for him. So, yeah, he'll be coming on at some point, I'd imagine. Big, tall guy, central midfielder, leggy.
How old is he?
Josh, he's only a young lad, actually. I think he's 22. His brother actually plays for us as well, Rob. He plays for the combi. I can't remember if Rob's in the combi today or unavailable. But yeah, Josh joined us in the summer. Oh, is Preston or Robson? It's 4-3. Dan Robson again for his second of the game. Superb. Come on, D&D. There is hope. If we've gone through the whole season getting nothing apart from a point, and then we get something today. 2 assists, Jacob. Yes, well done. That one's on camera as well. Well done, mate. So, some assist that, by the way. If you watch that back, I think it just sort of touched him. But yeah, they all count, don't they? If it was fantasy, he'd be... Dan Robson's bringing himself off. I think that's the wrong decision.
There's a bit of a...
I think he's doing it because he's the manager and he feels obliged to. Whereas he scored 2 goals, and he is one of our better players. So maybe he's just gonna maybe he is struggling a little bit, or maybe because it's rolling subs nowadays. Maybe he just needs a minute to compose himself, and then maybe perhaps Andrew Dosser will come off, or maybe Jacob or Joe Lewis. I'm not sure.
Let's see how Castletown shape up now, really. They're trying to pass it about, just keep possession. Can't get to the ball. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, so Josh Smith on now, number 8, tall central midfielder. Hopefully he can have an impact on the game. He was one of the lads that came to Liverpool with us a few weeks ago. His first experience of coming away with us, and he thoroughly enjoyed himself.
I guess, it's the usual art galleries, historical sites.
He thoroughly enjoyed himself. Had an amusing incident where, I'm not going to mention the name. We were in a certain establishment. It's not too bad, so don't worry, listeners. And his girlfriend said, "Where are you?" And he said, "I'm just in some bar." And she spotted the bar that he was in on Snapchat and said, "Why didn't you tell me it was this bar?"
Oh.
So hilarity ensued. If you could probably guess the bar, it's in Liverpool.
Okay.
Opened in the past couple of years. Serves really nice chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we were, and he got a little bit caught out there. So it should have just said where we were, but hey ho.
Yeah, it's a worry, isn't it? This technology.
It is, yeah.
Tracing,
His face was a picture when it's.
The whole population lives on Facebook.
Yes, yeah.
The next election, 2 years' time, will be won by Facebook.
Won and lost by Facebook, yeah.
Follow local politics then?
Not particularly, no. I know you're very involved. I see a lot of your social media stuff. Very interesting. I just don't get myself too involved with it. Busy enough with with the politics of Douglas and District, to be honest. Another clearance by Simon Taylor.
I've got to get involved.
Yes.
They have to get
Oh yeah. I know I should do. Yeah.
Speaking of dossers, bluffers, they're in there.
The 2 of our players, Dosser. Let's call someone bluffer. Josh Smith, he can be bluffer.
They're in there. House of Keys, 24 of them, 75 grand a year.
Nice gig, innit? Yeah.
And that's at least 70. It's not really 75 grand. It's a lot more than that.
Yeah, when you add it all up.
Remarkable.
Away by Simon Taylor. Dosser going to make it? No, he's not. I would say Dosser is tiring. It's Gavin. Oh, done again by Will Gavin. Good pressure by his brother Paul as well. Good defending. As I say, if we had this back 5 for the whole season, we wouldn't have conceded the ridiculous amount of goals that we've conceded.
It's as solid as any team who's come to visit the Castletown Metropolitan.
And when you consider what's in front of them as well, if we could get... Let's talk about Stephen Mulhern before, central midfielder, number 6. Only his second game of the season, player of the year last year. He's been player of the year, I think, 3 times. Yeah. Fit, strong, good in the tackle, gets about the pitch, vocal, loves the club. Yeah. Good punch that by William Gavin. It's his second game of the season. The only other game he played this season was the only other game we got a point. So I, sort of joke to him that he's the only reason we got a point in that game, because we haven't got a point without him. But if we had him for the whole season, he can be a difference. But
it's a possibility that you could scrape something here until
that was very perfectly timed. Yeah, that's why you have a man on the post, isn't it? has gone through the net? So yeah, okay. Is that? Oh no, no goal, no goal. Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah. I thought they were just. Yeah, me too. Right, 4-3, 4-3, still 4-3.
There we go. D and D. Can they get something in their Christmas stocking, maybe?
Yeah, it set us up for a very, very good night tonight. Christmas party, going away to Castletown, getting a point or 3. It'd be a great night. But to be fair, as much as I'm not willing to accept defeats, considering some of the defeats we've suffered this season, if you'd have said before the game with 2 pullouts this morning and already a threadbare squad, we've got a 4-3 defeat. That's something to build on. But is it just because Stephen Mulhern's playing? Is that the only reason we're getting somewhere today?
I'm seeing that you've got. They're not messing about. They're keeping it simple.
Yeah.
And it looks like they've got a bit of experience.
Yeah, got some good clubmen in this team. Paul and Will Gavin, been at the club a long time. Simon Taylor, Stephen Mulhern, Joe Lewis, Andrew Dosser. These are guys that have been around the club, for a long time. A lot of time for the club. A lot of them have held different roles within the club. Paul Gavin's
Ethan Peel, it is the first team here, and Castletown winning 4-3.
Yes.
I think
done by Stephen Mulhern.
I don't even look at this team today as being that much different to the town. It's been a good game. It's been a tight game. So yeah, I'm proud of the lads. Whatever happens today, hopefully they can push and get something, because there seems to be a bit of fight in them, but they do seem to be tiring. They could do with a couple of subs, but we've only got Dan Robson who's come off and he's looking like he's stretching. I don't know if that's because he's had a knock or he's planning on coming back on, or he's just doing it just in case, because when we've got one sub against a team like Castletown, we're going to struggle. Well done there by Jacob Preston. What a champ. Look at him. Like an animal. Hope you got him getting smashed there. He's an odd fellow. If you spent a bit of time with him, you'd know what I mean. Yeah, he's say if you had the team 11 players in a cage fight.
Oh yeah.
Who would be surviving the round? Who would it be?
Oh, right. The Gavins never give up, but it's not really their thing. They're not fighters. Jacob is mental. Number 11, Jacob Preston, who's just growled as the ball hit him. I'd fancy him. Not from a sort of strength point of view, just from I'm genuinely scared of him sometimes point of view. Joe Lewis looks like he's from Game of Thrones in the midfield there. He's probably put himself about as well, but
and you got Fred West, haven't you?
Yeah, we got Fred West, but he could be a silent killer. Yeah, he could, a different kind of level, unexpected, primal Dosser could come out. So yeah. Yeah,
Game of Thrones. I love that show. Did you watch it?
No. It was by the time I was fully aware of it, I felt like it was I was too far gone. Too many series, too many episodes. Me and my missus have thought about putting on a few times, but I'm sure at some point we will, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, this is great.
It's great. Yeah, it takes you to another dimension. A real pleasure. I recommend that.
Yeah,
I just think
we'll get it on the list.
Filmed on the Isle of Man. Imagine that. We'd all be like millionaires, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Little tour guide. Gigs.
Steve Mulhern going to play the ball in. It's Preston gone the wrong side. Here comes Smith. Done by Josh Smith. Good little touch. Let's keep that ball, Preston. Keep that ball. What? Not poor that by Preston. I think he was sort of half looking for Smith, but in fairness, he didn't have much on. We haven't got a focal point. I mentioned before Dan Robson was leading the line. He's not really a centre forward. With him off the pitch as well, it sort of changes the dynamic even further. So he.
Who is this referee?
He's getting offered his glasses. The referee's getting glasses waved at him. That's always the ultimate insult for a referee, isn't it? Jacob Preston gobbing off as usual.
so this is the last throw of the dice, isn't it?
Yeah, so it looks like Lewis hasn't, to be fair to Lewis, he's been solid, but he hasn't played for a while. I mentioned before, he's been one of our players that has, he's struggled for injury this season. He's obviously very busy with his job with the Isle of Man FA, and he's away quite often. You know, he's away at Wembley, he's away, he does Centre of Excellence coaching some of the junior teams as well, so he goes away with them, so he's not always available for us, but yeah, so he's put a good shift in today. But it's good to see Dan back on, gives us a threat of getting that equalising goal.
You're looking like you could just poach one, you know.
Yeah. It looks like Town are getting a little bit nervy because, as I say, Town probably turning up today, seeing us bottom of the league, 1 point. You know, probably a bit of crossover of people that work together and know each other. I think Joe Lewis and Dan Robson work with Patty, so they might have been a bit of conversation of, we're short this weekend, so, you know, Castletown might have expected to steamroll us, to be fair.
Putting it in the danger zone, but
yeah, very proud of the lads today.
really, Castletown, they've just got to string a few passes together, which they're not doing. The ball just goes into touch there, and they've got to put the visitors to the sword. They have to.
Yeah, if they've got ideas of getting promoted this year, they can't be dropping points.
Game of Thrones game?
Yes, that yeah, you remember, yes.
You know,
in a previous instalment.
Yes.
No. He tripped over him. He went down, but he went over him. Yeah. It's good. He caught him, but he didn't. You know, it was the other way around. He caught him, so he went down rather than being caught.
Okay, so D&D are pressing forward.
It's 10 minutes left on the clock. Can we get something? Can we set up a good night?
Is that in real life?
In real life, you're thinking of that flight that's coming in from Heathrow.
Well, I think I just had a message before.
It's 3:34 now.
Fine.
So yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
Just relax there. 4:24. Heathrow's
Joe Lewis charging down the wing. Did he get the ball? Has he won a corner? Oh, I thought there's not enough protest, so yeah, he can't have done. Because if it was, Dan Robson would be crying about it right now. So I'm going to say.
Well, thank you for your support there. Up the town, I like that. Up the town. So, any comments about the game or the commentary or anything like that you'd like to see on our broadcast, just please put them in the comments box. Always welcome.
Any D&D followers who are coming tonight, put a comment in the chat. Let us know.
Christmas party. What time is the stripper arriving?
Not until later. Ricky's doing it from the Pinewood, so yeah, he's about 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's live on the Castletown page, and all this fella is talking about is D&D. Yeah, well, I've got one of the greatest orators in Manchester, Dave Mathieson, alongside, and he's been a guest.
Apologies for talking about D&D at the D&D game. Apologies.
Just remember, Ethan, that they're losing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got to redress the balance. It's 4-3 to Town, and there's only about 10 minutes to go, so really Town should really
looks like a
put on the throat of this team, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. Let's see.
Let's see what comes from this corner. Yeah, it's getting a bit dim.
Nice corner there. And,
got enough on it. Got enough on it there, William Gavin. It's obviously an awkward one. He's attacking, charging forward and punching it over his head. So a bit precarious. Yeah, me too. His dad comes to our race night socials, and he occasionally comes to different events. So yeah, I know he likes that story.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, good header. Oh, off the line. Yeah, the Castletown faithful aren't shouting. So yeah, hit the bar, back up, bounce kindly for Gavin there. So hanging on.
So here we are. Just string about 4 or 5 passes, and you might be here.
Josh,
leaving Town up the 8.
Need to keep that ball better. Stephen Mulhern goes, stand them up. The Magic Man doesn't get in front of it, and that's a goal kick. So carrying on well, doing well, lads. Keep it going. Let's keep going.
The actual flow for Castletown isn't good today. It's not good. We've not really seen it.
Did Gale come off injured at half time, or obviously, yeah. So I saw him go across the pitch in his tracksuit top at half time. So yeah, obviously, really,
Squaring up to anyone.
really important player for Castletown. You know, when I see him score his X amount of goal for Castletown, you know, it does make me like, you know, clubs need to appreciate, you know, I'm sure he could have played at a high level and not played in Division 2 for a long time with Castletown, but he's obviously Castletown through and through, and fair play to him. It's absolutely fantastic. The amount of games and goals he's got for this club's unbelievable. There you go, a bit of Castletown talk for you, Ethan.
Yeah. All hail the town. Temperatures drop now.
Gavin gonna make it. Oh, superb by Gavin. We could do with Dan Robson not going deep there, because we need a poor decision making. Dan Robson should have pushed their centre backs right back. Joe Lewis should have went to the ball there. You need to trust your teammates. Need to know what you're doing.
Energy levels could be a bit down. Oh gosh, right. One of the microphones is coming down to red. Let's hope it hangs on.
Okay. Well, we've not got too long left, have we? Let me check the old official timer. So we've got 5 minutes 50 seconds left.
Fingers crossed. Anyway, but one of them's got plenty of power. Technology.
Ball's gone in. Gavin's up. Well, he's been excellent, Will Gavin, today.
He would be man of the match for D&D.
Yeah, I said to him before the game, I said, I fancy you for man of the match today. Honestly, he's such an important player for us. If we can get, when there's only been a few seasons, and this is his 11th season at the club, and there's only been a few of those seasons he's been available for a full season, and he won first team player of the year 3 years in a row. So it just shows how important he is to us. And when he's out, we've had 3 other goalkeepers first team this season, and it makes such a difference to have Will here. I know it's important for any team, but as I mentioned earlier, when you've got a team that's struggling at the bottom, you need your big important players.
Yeah. You've got to have every position covered, and you know, fair play to Douglas today for you know, they've had to improvise, they've had to be creative, but they haven't given up. They've pressed forward.
Yeah.
They've looked a little bit. Oh, there's a book.
Oh, a book in there. Bit of housery as well by Castletown there. The ball rolled out, but that's exactly what they should be doing though. Nothing wrong with that. Ball rolling out, let it run through the legs, slow the game down, take the pace out of the game. So fair play to them. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, they're just coasting through, hanging on, whatever you want to call it. There's no real signs of nervousness.
Yeah. I think if we could get a chance, I think it might up the nerves a little bit for Town, but they do look like comfortable, like they're going to see this out. But I think if we had some substitutes today, a little bit more strength, it could have been a different result.
It would have been 50-50 this game on the possession.
Yeah.
No question about that. The action areas, I'd say, have been, you know, weighted towards the Reds.
Yeah.
It's
As it should really in this game. You know, we'll be strong favourites. I think if you asked, you know, pundits, if you call them that, from the Isle of Man, I think everyone would have had Town down for a comfortable win today. So credit to our boys for staying within the game. I mean, we took the lead twice as well, so it's not just like we've been in the game. We were ahead twice in the game. Need to make sure. Shouldn't be shooting from there. I don't think. Poor option. If they get caught out and we do get an equaliser, you might look back at that moment and think, you know, could have kept possession.
Totally. That's all they need to do, really. Close it out.
See, that's what we could do with, you know, a bit of a presence up front, someone to win the ball. I mean, you could go a bit different. You could put big Josh Smith. He's not a striker. Put him up front. Maybe get some balls off him. Get Dan Robson running off him. You know, just something different, really. Because Dan's on his own up there, doing a lot of running and not really getting much from it.
We've got a comment. Town have been awful. I think we can endorse that.
Yeah. Same from the supporters below. Yeah, it's not. I've seen some excellent Town teams over the years, and this is not going to be a performance that'll stick in the memory for Castletown's point of view.
Douglas they're just looking for that chink.
Yeah, just a little something, just a little chance. Just need to not do anything silly. No silly fouls, no silly free kicks.
Chance now. Float the ball over.
Good ball to the back. Gavin, well, poor Gavin did enough. I think he didn't want to knock it back. It's too close to the goal and unorthodox. He could have hooked it with his left foot, but.
Castletown, by the way, and we've just got a few minutes to go. Interesting game.
Yeah. Well, considering last time I was here, we got absolutely mullered 9-1, and you know it's been a tight game. As I say, we've taken the lead twice. Yeah. We've had a few goals as well, so and the rain stayed off. So we'll take the positives, eh?
Yeah, and if you do enjoy the commentary, please just give a thumbs up or a like or a bit of say so in your box.
Oh, he's done it. He's up again there, Gavin. Good to see him up and good to see him get up because, as I say, he can. Yeah, it's good to see him get up because he struggles with injury and a lot of knocks, and to see him get back up from instance like that, it's always encouraging. You can see there, Dawson, number 10 in midfield. He's really tiring, but to be fair to him, he's here and other people aren't, and he's put it in. First time ball. Oh, little bobble just before he put it in there. Can Smith break here? He's got lots of grass in front of him. Get that ball inside. He's tired legs again. Oh, Gavin missed the tackle. Is Joe Lewis going to dive in or is he going to stand him up? Yes, good tackle. Yeah. I thought. Yeah, I don't know if Joe knocked it onto him and that's why it spun that way. Can't tell from here.
Closing the game out now.
There we go. You can tell Will's legs are tired. Simon got a big kick on him, hopefully.
To the halfway line.
Old man Doss is down again. Look, he's on the floor. He's in agony. Ball by Dan Robson. You can hear Lewis Coltrane down on the left-hand side, supporting the lads. And that is time. You can hear on my phone. That's the full time. Can we do what Town did? And get a goal on the stroke of the whistle?
What an omen.
Need to commit here. Fred West is going up. Will he get the killer? So come on. So so Robson with the corner. And then falls out and it comes to nothing. Can Gilbert make it? Or will Gavin's come out? He's going to get a big clearance on it, hopefully. Or he's having thoughts. He's back into midfield, Stephen Mulhern. Is that a foul nearly? Well done by Steve. Go on, Stephen Mulhern. And it's another corner. Come on, lads. Shall we tell that Will Gavin to go up? Will! Get up there, Will!
Only seconds to go.
Robson with the corner again. Oh, he fizzes ahead of Gavin. Oh, Smith keeps the ball in on the right-hand side as Joe Lewis whips it back in. Smith. It's another corner. Will, Gavin, get up there. William Gavin, you get up there.
How many gifts are getting given away at Christmas side?
Come on, Will.
Gift wraps.
Joe Lewis has got the call. Joe Lewis, Simon Taylor's pushing up. It's only. This is some end to the game. Ryan Gilbert, the only player back. Ball comes in. Header up. Poor Gavin with the header. It's in! He equalised!
You are kidding me.
What an end to this game. 2 minutes into injury time. Same as Town on the stroke of half time with a goal.
Christmas has come early for
Merry Christmas, lads. Superb. No idea who scored. Don't care.
Referee's going to be looking at his watch. Maybe there's just a few more seconds.
Is he going to do what he did at half time and just let them kick the ball and then blow full time? Come on. He's looking at his watch. Big clearance by Town. Stephen Mulhern, big clearance. Dosser with a header. He's still going. They all have. Proud of the lot of them. Dan Robson nearly making it there. Town continue to work the ball. Ref looks at his watch again. We're now in the 3rd minute of injury time here. There's been very little substitutes, very little slowdowns in the game. There's an instant in the second half where Ryan Gilbert took one of their players out. Dosser with the header away. He looks at his watch again. How many times is this ref going to look at his watch?
That's a foul.
Oh, he's...
This is it, the last roll of the dice. There's no question about
Here we go. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm not. Oh. Encouraging words by Lewis Qualtrough there.
There we go. Just hang in there.
They will hang in there. I have faith. Come on, D&D. Get the ball out. Or, if the ref could just blow the whistle now, because we're 3.5 minutes into injury time. It's dark. Arguably... Oh, saved by Gavin! Yes! Superb by William Gavin. Tips onto crossbar, and that's it.
And there you go.
2nd point of the season. And Stephen Mulhern has played in both games where we've got a point. What does that tell you?
It's a ram raid. The boys have come down the A.
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted. I'm so happy with these lads. Yeah, very happy. Honestly, D&D getting a point this season against Castletown, result enough as it is. With this team, with veterans, with combi regulars, with 1 sub, with 2 players pulling out this morning, it's Christmas party season. You know, if you add all that together, I'm sure Town have got their own reasons like that as well, you know, possibly not being at full strength. But for that, in any day, scientific fact that you were involved in every point in this season, Steve. Oh, God. Oh, happy days.
That's a happy team. Well, Dave, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
Wonderful Christmas party.
I will. And
at
the Pinewood, yeah, Pinewood
I'm
Social
sure
Club.
This, broadcast will be enjoyed by your team and your friends.
Yeah, I'm sure the lads will be watching that back, the goal at the end, with me screaming down the microphone, so apologies to any Town fans, but I really, really do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come over here and you know, what you guys do and stream the games, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. I've got a lot of time for you and Patty, you know, a lot of good things going on at Town, so good luck to them for the season.
It's great to have lovely guests like yourself come down, and we'll catch up next time, so adios, happy Christmas, and again, you know, just go for it tonight.
Come on, D&D.